dawn, the call of a strong heart is broken and alone.
We are live.
Hello. We just had a little teething issue. Sorry, everybody, but it looks like we've got it fixed. I have a new StreamYard as opposed to what I used to have. So just trying to sort everything out now. Welcome, everybody, and welcome to my co-host, Demi Storm. Hi, Demi.
Hi, everyone. How are you? Hope you're all well.
Isn't it wonderful to be here? It's been so exciting. I can't wait. I can't wait. I'm itching. I hope everybody is too. Who have we got in the chat, Demi?
We have got me. No, we've got Ange and me and Ange. And hang on a second. We've got Cheryl. Hi, Cheryl. I've already said
Cheryl.
Angie, welcome. Hail to both of you. Thank you.
Hi, Angie. How you doing?
Angie, it's 1 o'clock, 1 a.m. in the morning for poor Angie. And she's here. That's faithful.
That's great. Thank you, Anjanette. Thank you. Next week, Anjanette, you'll be able to come in an hour earlier.
Yes.
Because of daylight saving ending. So that'll be good. That'll be good. Now, where to begin? Where do we start? There is a lot to get through.
Well, we've got a lot of chat questions, so whenever you're ready for me, just yell out.
Yeah, sure. Okay. But first, I'll give a little background for Anjanette and Cheryl and Demi on my background as a hyperrealism artist, which was purely and solely accidental. I was asked at 5 years old what I wanted to do when I grow up. I haven't grown up. I wanted to be a commercial artist, and in today's society, that is a graphic artist. How I discovered it was I was looking through magazines of mums, and I liked what I saw in the way of the pictures and the way the advertisements were done. Now, keeping in mind I was 5 years old, and I liked what I was seeing. So I remember Mum saying to me that she got a phone call from one of the nuns at the convent school that I went to. What is a commercial artist? She had no idea, and all the other kids wanted to be astronauts and nurses and doctors and lawyers and etc. But I wanted to be an artist. So it stuck with me all my life. And here I am today, still an artist.
And a very talented one at that.
It was difficult. Thank you. It was difficult because at my school, in such a very, very small town where I'm from, there was no art teacher. And that's the only subject I really wanted to do. So it was difficult. So I drew. What's that?
What did you do? How did you go about that? How did you learn? What did you have to do?
I taught myself.
Wow.
Yeah, both in primary school and then into high school. At primary school, at least we got to do it. At least the nuns were able to get us involved with art. But the high school, no. And I said to my parents, I might as well leave school. I can't do art, so I might as well leave. I was offered an apprenticeship as a sign writer. And in those days, it was done with a paintbrush to produce all the signs, whether it was on school buses or billboards or just straight out signage or shop signs or whatever the case may be. And that's where I started. That's where my career started. Yeah, painting. Yeah. Then you had to learn how to mix colours, apply them to different surfaces, and know what you were doing. Yeah, it was 4 years.
Instance, colour matching.
Yes, colour matching was a must.
That's an art. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, that was huge. Yeah, that played a big part. Sign writers by brush really don't exist much these days, and if they do, they're retired. And it was difficult because my husband at the time, he wanted to learn sign writing. He was very artistic and he wanted to learn to sign write. So I said, well, I will train you and I'll put you through an apprenticeship. But to do that, we needed 2 fully trained sign writers to put him through the apprenticeship. So we hired another woman who had just finished her apprenticeship. And she was a brilliant artist. And we hired her. We opened up a business and we hired her. And then we were able to put my husband through on an apprenticeship. It was really funny when people, customers, clients would walk into the workshop and I would ask them, could I help them? And they'd go, oh, yeah, the man over there, is he the boss? And I'd go, no, the woman here is the boss.
The woman.
And he said, but I want to talk about signs. And I said, yes, he's the apprentice. You can talk to me. You can, and it was very difficult even, and that really wasn't that long ago, probably 30 years ago. Yeah. And they couldn't get it through that I was the qualified one and the man was the apprentice.
Well, it was a masculine trade, wasn't it? So unbelievable, yeah.
Oh, yeah, it was. I remember going to the careers advisor at my school in my last year of school, and I said, I want to become a sign writer. And he said, you can't, you're a female. Don't be ridiculous. Yeah.
We share a little common thing because my husband was a painter. He was a, what do you call it, master painter. So he did gold leafing, but he started as a sign writer. And I can remember watching him doing the Myers Centre windows, swaying with this funny little rod that he used to have.
A maul stick.
Yeah, I still remember that. We're going back too many years. Too many years.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's incredible.
That was a while ago.
Yeah, way too long ago. Way too long
Yes.
ago. My age, if I tell you how far.
Yeah. So that's where it all began.
Yeah.
And then the technology of computers came into play. I remember sitting behind a Windows computer the very month that they came out and watching a program, a digital program, and was able to actually sit down and use it. And I thought, this is me. I am in love with computer graphics.
Yeah.
And I decided to take up graphics. And we, my husband and I, he carried on with the sign writing business, and I went and did a lot of graphic design work for a newspaper, a big newspaper in New Zealand. And
Can I ask a question, Kiwi? When you
Yeah.
talk about sign writing, okay, I mean, I know what that is, but that's a quantum leap to doing what you do on paper.
yes,
I mean, you're going from lettering and, some graphics and that, but what was the transition that brought you into what you do on paper? Because it's exquisite. It is so beautiful.
the transition was unforeseen at that stage
Mm-hmm.
because I spent so many years as a graphic designer, probably 30,
All
all
right.
up 30 years.
Yeah.
And then I was forced to retire from work due to an illness that I had contracted.
Mhm.
And I left Australia to come back to New Zealand to live. And I was told, yes, you can't go back and work a full-time job anymore. You're going to have to find something else to do.
Such a shame.
I was only on my early 50s. And I thought, whoa, what am I going to do now? So I was looking through the internet one day on YouTube, and I accidentally came across a beautiful drawing. And it was absolutely fantastic. And I thought, what on earth is this? And I was hooked and realized it was all done with colored pencils. And I thought, right, I'll give it a go. So that's when I decided to start. And yeah, that was a few years ago now.
And was that a whole new learning experience again on top of all of the stuff that you'd already learnt? You then had to learn a different way of,
Oh, absolutely.
yeah.
Gosh, yeah. I mean, my years as a signwriter and graphic designer they are miles apart from each other alone, let alone hyperrealism art. I didn't even know what hyperrealism art was until, as I say, I had discovered it accidentally.
Do you remember a few years ago when they had because my first introduction, I didn't know what it was until I met you, the Coke bottle for some time.
Yeah.
Remember the Coke bottle? And they were showing videos on how they did it and all that. And I was fascinated. I had no idea. And you know what? Until right now, I've never tied you and the Coke bottle together. It just did. That was hyperrealism.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
I've seen the Coke bottle. Yeah.
Yeah. The renowned Coke bottle.
Yes, the renowned. And then there was the Coke can.
Yes, yes. Exactly.
Yes. And then I discovered that these artists were drawing people.
Right.
And they were absolute, and they're a step way, way above me. My level of drawing is not near as high as what some of these hyperrealism artists are doing.
Really? Wow. That surprises me.
No, some of them are, they can reproduce a person's face to absolute accuracy like you would not believe.
Right.
And that's why it looks like a photograph. Yeah.
Yeah, but
I mean, it takes me 10 times longer to produce it than they do because they're a lot more experienced. And it takes me hours and hours and hours of drawing, whereas it doesn't take them as long.
Yeah, but you're self-taught too. They were probably taught by, them.
A lot of them went to fine art school.
Exactly. Ah, right.
Yeah.
Fine art. Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
I would have liked to have done a fine arts course at university, but it was too expensive.
Well, for someone who hasn't done that, Kiwi, honestly, it's amazing. It really is. To have reached the level that you have reached and be self-taught blows me away. Absolutely blows me away. Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah.
I don't find it difficult, and that's what blows me away, I think, when people say to me that my artwork's amazing, and I think, well, anyone can do it. And I look at a picture and think, oh yeah, I can draw that, and I can draw it, whereas I can't figure why anybody else can't do the same.
Because it's instinctive to you. It's what you feel when you're. It's instinctive. Yeah. It's not instinctive.
I think you have to be born with it.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah, absolutely, I do. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
there's some things a lot of people in very high level artistry things say you can only learn so much, and you can learn from the best if you like. But if you haven't got that instinct, that passion, that inner-built skill, you're not going to get anywhere. You're going to reach a very medium level.
Yeah, and
clearly in your
you're
work.
never happy with what you produce, not fully.
Oh, I haven't noticed that in you, the absolute perfectionist.
You always pick holes in your own work. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, you do.
And you just keep going, and you have to tell yourself, stop, that's enough.
Yeah.
And do you know how long it took Leonardo da Vinci to paint the Mona Lisa?
No.
7 years.
You're really? Wow. That's perseverance. That's dedication, isn't it? Oh my God.
I mean, that's not sitting down all day, every day and just work. That's just coming and doing 5 minutes and half an hour, whatever, and then leaving it for a while and then coming back and doing it again.
That would drive me. Hi, Whitney Studios is in the chat. Welcome. Thank you for coming in. That would drive me nuts, Kiwi. Coming in and doing something for 5 minutes and walking away. And no,
I have to do that myself.
Do you really?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, my John Snow, that side, the background, that one up there, John Snow drawing, I spent 3 months doing him, and I would do a little bit, and I would walk away, and I'd get frustrated, and I think, no, I can't finish this. I can't do it. And I'd walk away. And then I would look at him again, and I'd go, don't look at me like that. I know you have to be finished. And I would start talking to them. I thought, this is going to drive me mad. So
you were saying the other day when I was talking to you about how you talk to your pictures.
I talk to my
as you're doing. That's amazing.
Yeah, you take them on as, because they are a real person, and you take them on as being like a participant in your life. So
Whitney just said, my late husband spent his life proving anyone can learn to draw.
Correct. I totally agree.
Amazing. My daughters, however, are fantastic artists. Awesome.
Yeah.
That's a Rook who just came into chat. His daughters are, I'm assuming a gender here, very incorrectly. That's fantastic. So you believe that? You believe even this person here that still at 75 draws stick people, I could learn to draw?
Yes.
I challenge you to that. You're going to teach me?
I can teach you, yeah.
You'll have to, when I come over in June, July, you're going to have to teach me.
We can do it online. I mean, there was a case I saw on YouTube of an artist, and he drew a lot of pencil sketches and charcoal sketches, and he was good. And he wanted to learn hyperrealism, and this hyperrealistic artist threw him in the deep end and said, I want you to draw this. And it was a picture of a dog, a black Labrador. And this guy started, and the artist began to be his teacher. And within a week, he produced the most stunning piece of artwork you've ever seen. And that was his very first attempt at hyperrealism art.
Is that really?
So it can happen. It can happen.
Maybe I could create a whole new segment of hyperrealism art and devote it entirely to really good-looking stick people. There you go. I could absolutely with that. I've got to ask you. You just said something about kingpin. What's a kingpin?
For a what?
Something a kingpin? What did she say in that last sentence? Because I don't know the word and I'm trying to find out what it was. So it doesn't matter. I'll go back. I'll ask you when I rewind and find out what it is. I thought you said jinping. I don't know what it is. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
It's probably my accent. It was probably something else.
Yeah. Right. No worries.
No, I mean, there are plenty of books out there too, and you know, you can walk into any art shop and there's racks and racks and racks of learn to draw.
Yeah.
Learn to draw heads, learn to draw hands, learn to draw feet and knees and arms, and it's all it's all it needs for you to get going. And once people get hooked on drawing, they are hooked.
Yeah.
And you think, I can draw. I can do this. I bought my nephew for Christmas, and he's 10. And I bought him a book. It wasn't very big. It was sort of that big. It's hard to see.
Yeah.
And it was learning to draw in stages for a child. And he loves it. And it's step 1. And say you wanted to draw a dinosaur.
Yeah.
And the first part, and it would give you 5 boxes of the stages of how to draw the dinosaur. And at the end is where you actually produce the dinosaur, the drawing.
Right.
And I showed him how to do it, and he was over the moon. And then I showed him how to color it in, and he looked at it, and he was astounded that he could draw a dinosaur on his own.
Right.
Yeah.
I have to tell you that many years ago in my art class, right, I can remember the art teacher showing us how to draw a face, and you divide it up in lines across here and all that sort of thing. I'm a mathematician. I spent the entire class trying to get the fractions exact, and they weren't. And it pissed me off, I can tell you. Chuck the whole thing away. That was the end of it. That was my adventure into art. It's not exact. It's only, and I do exact.
Nobody's faces are symmetrical.
I still remember that. That was like,
if you split somebody's face completely down the middle, you take a photo, split the face down the middle, cut away this side, and paste the other side onto it in reverse, you've got a whole different person.
I see that even when you're putting like makeup on, or especially like eye makeup, or you're doing your hair, nothing's even. Everything's nothing's where it's supposed to be.
And the same applies to my drawings or any hyper-realistic artist drawings. I draw an ear, and it might take me ages to draw it. And I think, oh, thank God, I know what to do on the other side. And you go to the other side, and he's got an earring in, or he's had a scar on it, or something's happened to his ear. And then you think, oh, no, it's a whole new ear.
And Whitney said, in fact, if you make both sides of a face exactly the same, they just look weird. What you exactly what you were saying. Yeah, that would be an experiment to do that, to find out, to take someone's face, like mine, which is perfect, of course, take someone's face and actually do that. I'd love to see
the easiest way for you to do it is that you have a mirror in front of you on the desk, and then you get another mirror and you place it over your face, and then you look down and you can see. Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to do that. Nobody is
see your face as, and see how different you look.
I want to do that and then put the picture of me normally and that side by side. And that would be fascinating to me to see the differences. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cheryl just said nobody is symmetrical. Absolutely.
No one. And
Sorry.
I've looked at documentaries and things on people with so-called perfect faces, and they've never had perfect faces. Both in color, style, shape, forms, eyes, no matter what. I mean,
Yeah.
the woman that I'm working on at the moment, to me, has probably one of the most photographed faces in the world ever. Apart from the Mona Lisa, but no, it's not her. But this woman that I'm doing, and I looked at it the other day and I thought, wow, she's got two very, very different eyebrows and two different eyes.
You're right.
Yeah.
So you're not revealing who you're doing?
No.
Good. We're going to make you guess.
Make people sweat.
Yeah.
I hope you look forward to seeing her as much as I've been enjoying and frustratingly drawing her.
Yes,
I thought it'd be a lot easier than what it was. Yeah.
It's been a huge job, hasn't it? I've seen the frustration on her face when I talk to her every day, and because by video, and she's tired and she's been at this for like 12 hours or something. So I absolutely see it. Another question, Kiwi, when you're looking, I mean, I know some of the works that you've done, and I know the reason why you've done them, but when you're looking for something to the image that you want to do you look, is there anything specifically that you look for, or is it just something that just catches your eye and you think, yeah, I want to do that one, or is it something specific?
No, it's a case of everyone knows this face. I can't stuff it up.
Ooh.
Because people will think less perhaps, or pick holes in it, or criticize it, and I have to get it right.
That's your perfectionism coming through. Your excellence, isn't it? Yeah.
I was like that with Jon Snow, and as I say, I was ready to chuck him in several times, many times. I thought, I just can't do this. This is just too hard. Right. And then I realized, yeah, you can do it. You've just got to stick at it and keep going.
It's incredible. Absolutely incredible what you do. I'm just always in awe. I mean, every time I see you doing a new one, I'm just go, oh, wow, because I know what the finished product's going to be like. So, so it's pretty awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. And you don't have to have a lot of equipment to start. I thought you did, but you don't.
What do you need?
You just have to have a few basic. They're your must-haves that you must have to start.
Faber-Castell coloured pencils, drawing sketch pad, a decent pencil sharpener by the look of it, electric eraser.
I don't know why they call it electric, because it's battery operated.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
A blending stump, a pencil eraser, a mechanical pencil, a gel pen, a white gel pen, and a ruler. That's it. That's your basic You
can produce a total hyperrealistic drawing with that equipment.
Wow.
Yeah.
The drawing sketch pads, they're just your standard sketch pads. They're not a specific.
There are so many on the market. I've only put those up there purely as you can look for one that says colored pencil.
Oh, right.
Because it's specifically, it's all down to the it's all down to the grain of the paper.
Right.
And you don't want a hard pencil going too far into the paper, because
Sure.
hyperrealistic drawing is layer by layer by layer by layer.
Sarah Lee.
And yeah,
Layer
and
by layer.
if your paper's too thin, your pencil eventually will go through,
Yeah,
or
I get
your eraser will even go through. You've got to find a good quality paper. Don't scrimp. Don't scrimp on the paper.
Okay.
Don't scrimp on some of the materials.
Yeah. Good quality. In other words, if you can.
Yeah, although you don't, as I say, I've hit the wrong button. For a packet of Faber-Castell, I don't know how much they are on the American market, but for a pack of 24, you're only looking at about $15 New Zealand.
Okay.
For that pack.
That's pretty good. It's probably about the same in Australia. I don't know about.
Yeah.
It'd be probably cheaper in the US. Whitney Studios has just said, start with like, the fact that it's Whitney Studios has got me curious here, because she's giving some advice here. Start large shapes and draw or paint shapes. Don't think you're drawing a person or an animal. Just think about shapes. Work large shapes to smaller shapes, general to specific. Something's telling me Whitney's an artist.
Yes. Oh, absolutely. Yes. Yeah. Well, the name Studios.
Yes.
And she's dead right. I was going to say, that's a long way from the beginning of producing people and animals. Sure. Some people dive into it too quickly without doing base work.
Right.
You have to do your homework. You have to start at the beginning. Do circles, do squares, do triangles, even just a whole scribble on a pad, and then you'll see some gaps that you've drawn, and just go in and draw them, fill them in, and things like that, and learn how the pencil works. That is essential. Learn how the pencil cooperates with the paper. You can't put a really hard, sharp pencil, like a mechanical, onto a page, because it will eventually show a line and go through. You have to learn how your materials cooperate with your paper.
Right.
And if you don't, you can't go any further until you do.
Fair enough. Right.
Get a good sketch pad, or a reasonably priced one, or even just some copy paper out of your printer. Pick up a printer paper and start with that, and just learn what the colors are doing.
So just copy from something. Say, I want to do just from that, and just experiment. That's got various in it. Yes, I
had one somewhere.
See, something like that. You wanted to copy that because it's got shading. So you take a picture.
That's too difficult to start.
Oh, well, you're out. Okay.
Yeah, too difficult for a beginner.
What about an Easter egg?
A what?
Easter egg.
Oh, Easter egg. Yeah, you could do an Easter egg shape if you want. Yeah. And if you can't freehand draw it.
If you can't what?
If you can't draw it freehand, get a colouring book, a kid's colouring book.
Right.
and get your printer paper and put it over the top and just trace some shapes, some various basic shapes, and then color them all in different colors and work how they, learn how they work, how they feel. And then you can add another color onto it the next time and learn how they blend together. They work together and which colors go well together. You have to learn about colors.
Because you said to me yesterday, and I won't say the person, but the one that you're doing at the moment, you showed me, I think it was 8 different pencils that you're using to do the hair.
Yeah.
And that's not light, that's the whole spectrum just to do that. That blew me away. That absolutely blew me away.
Yeah, like any of my hyperrealism drawings that I've done, the color ones, they look as though they've got, well, the bulk of them have got black hair. But in actual fact, I've got average 5 to 7 colors in that hair that you can't physically depict. You can't see that there's dark blue. You can't see that there's green. You can't see that there's blue. But if it wasn't there in the drawing, you would know that the hair's not right.
Because that blending is giving it life.
Yeah. That's what gives it depth.
Right.
That sort of 3D look of bringing it to life.
Okay. Right.
And you've got to learn structurally how to do that as time goes on.
Okay, just a question here. Cheryl wants to know, are coloured pencils the standard medium for hyperrealism as opposed to, for example, coloured inks? She said probably a silly question. I don't think there's ever a silly question.
No question is silly.
No.
Not one.
So are coloured pencils the standard medium for hyperrealism as opposed to, for example, coloured inks?
You can. Of course, you can use any medium you wish, whether it's paints, whether they're acrylic. The inks is fine. Charcoal pencils, pastels, whether they're sticks or whether they're pastel pencils. There is a lot of mediums you can use to produce these drawings. Some artists produce some absolutely fantastic work in pastel finishes, charcoal finishes, and they're beautiful, absolutely beautiful. They're messy.
Is what we just said. There is no standard medium. That's what you're basically saying. There's no standard. It's whatever. No. Yeah.
It's just down to what the artist chooses to do. In my case, it's pencils.
Yeah.
I own about 1,000 pencils all up.
Yes, I've seen them. I've actually seen them. Every one of them. It's an amazing sight.
Don't ever take me into an art shop because I will not come out empty-handed. Just one more.
You're like me in a stationery shop.
I use a particular brand of pencil because I can buy them individually, and it means I don't have to buy a full set. So keep in mind, go into your local, go into the local art shop, see if they sell pencils singly, and pick out some colors that you want. Pick out your base colors. You must have base colors. You must have red, yellow, blue, green, black, white. Pick out those colors and start with those even. I've seen somebody produce a full hyperrealism drawing with 6 colors.
Wow.
6.
That's just blending then, isn't it? Yeah.
It's all blending. Yeah.
Whitney said, guess how many pastels she has? Come on.
Probably as many as what I have in pencils.
Probably. Because what's the difference between pastels and a pencil?
Oh, pastels are a whole different ball game. Whole different ball. Yeah.
They're not pencils. Okay.
No. no. Although I have got some pastel pencils,
Okay, now
and I've recently bought pastel mat, which is trying to get this thing to focus. It won't. Pastel mat paper is very expensive.
right, okay.
I'm not going to use it for pastel pencils or pastel sticks. I'm going to use it for my hyperrealism drawings.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's that was $49 for the pack, for the pad, and it's only that thick.
Bloody hell, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, Whitney,
there's.
pastels do you have?
Yeah, come on, Whitney, spit it out.
She's going to write it in there for us, I'm sure. It's probably just lots of O's at the end of it or something.
The girl that we first hired as a signwriter in our business years and years ago is a brilliant pastel artist. Absolutely wonderful. Yeah, 1,500. Yeah. Yeah, not
Wow.
counting the pencils. Yeah.
Not counting pencils. Well, I can, yeah, wow, that's amazing.
I'd love to see some of your work, Whitney. Love to see it.
Hit that subscribe button and put a comment in the comment section down there. And yeah, brilliant. And do you have a YouTube or a X account or something
You
like
have
that?
a YouTube account that I can go to and check out some of your artwork.
Yeah,
Love to
fantastic.
see it.
Yeah. Do that. Give us a contact point in the comments or in here or you know, your URL, whatever you would like would be great.
No, that would be wonderful. I always love seeing other people's artwork. Get a buzz out of that. Yeah.
Kiwi, are you the only artist in your family?
No. In my immediate family, yes, but I have an aunt who was a wonderful painter. I have another aunt who passed away a few years ago who I was very close to. She was a great artist as well, but she was more into art and craft. She would paint anything and everything. She was very crafty. My father, well, actually, I'll tell a lie. I think my father was a good artist. He underestimated his own abilities. That was my dad's problem. He was a mechanic.
Right.
Mum and Dad were very involved with the school, the Catholic school, and teachers' meetings and stuff like that. And it came up that they wanted a big sign for a big event. So my father took on the job and hand painted a big sign.
Wow.
And I remember seeing it in progress, and I was fascinated, and I was over his shoulder the whole time. And he used to get annoyed with me because I bugged him all the time. What are you doing now, Dad? What are you doing now? What are you?
How old were you then?
Oh, 8.
Oh,
10.
really? So you already knew your dream then. So
Yes, I was fascinated what he was doing. I was annoyed that I couldn't do it and help him. Yeah. But he made a fantastic job of it. And we had a school reunion about 10 years ago, and I went to it, and here was the sign still sitting there in use.
Wow.
That my dad had painted, and he'd put his name right down the bottom. I thought, yeah, I know who did that.
Absolutely.
But as you know, art takes on a lot of form. I have a cousin who her art is singing. She won an OBE for music contribution to in the stage and on stage work and musicals.
Yeah.
And that's her art.
Right, yes, of course.
So art form in the family, and my cousin's a beautiful dancer and went to New York to to dance on Broadway. So everybody's art in our family is different.
And your daughter is a wonderful
And
singer.
my daughter is her
Yeah.
singing. Yeah,
Yeah, absolutely beautiful voice.
yeah.
That's incredible. Have you met any famous people in your journey, whether you've done work for them or in the whole journey? Come on, do some name dropping.
All right.
I know you met someone on Lord of the Rings.
Yes,
Yeah.
I met Peter Jackson, and
Yeah.
I also met two guys that worked for Peter, and they worked at Weta Studios. Now, Weta Studios are the main studios involved with the Lord of the Rings.
Right.
And where we had our signwriting business was, believe it or not, on an airfield, and it was an old hangar, airplane hangar. And Peter used to keep one of his he loved old planes, and he collected them, and he kept two next door, two old warplanes, and he kept them next door. And that's where I first met him. And then I met him again when he came into the newspaper when I worked there, and he had two men with him. And part of my job at the newspaper was not only to do the layout for the advertisement for the paper, but I did I had a story I had to put in with it. I didn't do the story like one of the journalists did that. And I had to put the whole thing together, and it turned out to be a full page. And I still had to interview the guys for certain parts of the story. So I did all that.
Yeah.
And I said, why is this so important to you to have this out and about? It was 2 pages. And they said, we're off to Hollywood. I said, what do you mean you're off to Hollywood? Now you tell me. He said, no, we're been nominated for an Oscar.
Yay.
Peter said, he said, they're fantastic, these two. He said that they're wonderful guys. And they were nominated for costume, makeup and design.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
And I watched the Oscars on TV not long afterwards, and they won.
Right.
Names were called out for the nomination, and I was quite excited for them. I thought, I know these guys.
So for the people who know, what's your association with LOTR is, of course.
Yeah. I mean, of course, it's been hooked on Lord of the Rings. I mean, because I had involvement with Lord of the Rings, Peter Jackson offered me a job working on Lord of the Rings in Wellington.
Yes.
Well, he didn't directly, but his firm did, and as a graphic designer. And I wanted to go. And I had to turn it down because I had a child. I had a child at school. I had a husband at the time. Whole lot of things. It was, if I was single, I would have jumped at it. But even then, even today, it's a regret that I live with. Not going to Weta Studios. Yeah.
I mean, when you think about the possibilities, that not only
what could have happened, could have, would have, should have, as my ex used to say.
Absolutely. Yeah. Incredible. Absolutely.
Yeah, it has been a regret. I remember the day Peter Jackson walked into the newspaper and he had the 2 guys with him for the story. He looked at me and he waved out. He said, what are you doing here? And people were looking, and he said, how do you know Peter Jackson?
Oh, she's a celebrity.
We actually had a number, I think, on his aircraft from memory. Yeah, out at the airfield. Yeah, we used to do that a lot for the airplanes.
Right. Whitney's going, just found your Instagram beautiful. Cheryl said, sorry. Whitney says she's on YouTube, but still working on streaming. Oh, look, do it. It's a wonderful thing to do. I have a ball. And then Whitney says, I post mostly on Facebook currently. Pop your Facebook thing in the comment, Whitney, because we're certainly going to follow.
Mate, you're going to get lost on Facebook. As much as, I don't mind Facebook, and I post my drawings up, but they don't get many views at all. And
X would be better, wouldn't it? X is better.
Oh, yeah, go on X. Put them up on X. Even if you don't put them up on YouTube, put them up on X.
A very big artist community on X.
Yes. There is now a new, it's not very old actually. It's called what's it called? There's a community there, and it's all about artists.
Yeah.
And they meet in the community. There's about 50 to 60 people involved with it. And you just click on it and go into the art community and share your work. And everyone's at different stages. And this is what's so wonderful about the community. There are people in there that are at what I call stage 1 of learning.
Really?
Oh, yeah. And their drawings are very basic. And I think how brave to put up a drawing that is so beginner level, but they've posted it on Facebook X, because they're so proud of what they've done. And I think, oh, that's wonderful.
It's incredible, yeah.
Really, really great. And some of the work goes right through to top level.
Oh,
really, really good art. And the artists are from all over the world. I've talked to artists from Germany and the UK and France and Africa. There's an African artist on there, and he's absolutely brilliant.
Really?
And some people from China and Japan, and their work is fantastic. And then you get all the mid-level artists, which I put myself into sort of that level.
You're
and
modest.
Then you get,
You're modest.
No, I'm probably honest. Because I don't know. I don't know where to put myself on the art scale. I really don't.
I just Whitney says, good to know about X. She has X accounts, but just does not post on X. If you go to go to Kiwi's X account, which is Kiwi Classic LOTR on X, and follow, and she will certainly return.
I'll help you. Yeah.
Any way that she can. So, and that will open up the community to you, Whitney, as well. So
once you've been opened up to the community of artists, you'll be wrapped.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And every week they pick an artist of the week. Yeah.
All right, I've got a question for you. 2 questions. One, do you do commissioned work?
Yes.
Yes.
I used to do a lot years ago, just before it was when I was still living in Australia. And I used to do several when I was there then, when I got the time especially. But it's a difficult one because people don't know what it's actually worth or what they want to pay. It's very, very time consuming, pencil drawings. So they can cost anywhere $500 plus, dollars. So it just all depends if they want one person or 2 people or 5 people.
Yeah. I'm very lucky in that I have an original of Kiwi's, which is hanging up in my living room at the moment. Kiwi, a few months ago, my son and us, we lost a 16-year-old Labrador, Kobe, who was just the most beautiful thing. And Kiwi has done the most incredible piece of art that I've ever seen, and it's my son and his Labrador together. just blew us away, and she presented it to him when she was over here in Australia a month or so ago. So I am privileged. I have an original, and it is.
You do have an original, yes, you do.
Yeah, absolutely. So good.
Some people, there was one woman I did a commission for, and she had a photo of her father, and he had never met the grandchildren, and he died before her kids were married or had kids or anything. So there was a photo of him, there was a photo of her, and there was a photo of her daughter and the baby of 4 generations. And there were 4 different photographs, and I had to meld them into one photo. It wasn't easy, but I did it.
Oh, I can imagine. Yeah. I know the work you put into Jordan and Kobe, and it was absolutely.
Jordan and Kobe was 3 photos.
Yeah, you didn't have anything to go from, did you?
No,
other than nothing to go by. A picture of Jordan and a picture of Kobe, and you literally had to put
meld
them
them together. Yeah.
And a beautiful job too. Yeah.
And I put Jordan's head as if he was hugging the dog, and put his chin over the dog. Yeah.
It's absolutely stunning, and
that was
Jordan
fun doing that.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so I actually have another question from chat again, and this is one that's going to involve our very talented Anjanette, because this is about AI, and we have an AI artist in Anjanette. And if you would like to pop over to her X channel, it's Anjanette at Meme Vibe, and Meme Anjanette Meme Vibe, but you'll see it there in the chat.
Yeah.
Pop to there and follow her, because she does some incredible work with AI. And the question there is, compared to AI, is it worth the hours you put into hyperrealism art?
There is no comparison in the two.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's disheartening, because you see a piece of art that's been done from AI, and you think, oh, that was done in 3 minutes. It's taken me 3 months. But then I don't look at it that way, really. No. Not really.
Because I know most of Anjanette,
it's 10 hours.
It's moving art. Most of Anjanette's stuff is actually video. It's all moving. It's not still art.
Yeah.
That she specialises in on her
The only
channel.
difference was that she used Jon Snow and made a beautiful meme from video from Jon Snow.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
He stood up and went with his wolf ghost, and they went running through the forest, and it was beautiful. It was all done to Dan Vask's song, The Song of the White Wolf.
Which
and
is
it's beautiful. You can see that on my channel and on Anjanette's channel as well. Yeah.
I think, trying to compare the two is really silly, because they are, it's I don't know. It's like trying to compare a Holden and a Maserati. I mean, they're cars, sure. I mean, they're both art, but I mean, I love Holdens. Don't knock it. I happen to like Holdens, right? A Maserati, okay. But they're 2 entirely different forms of like motor vehicle. Well, hyperrealism and AI art are divorced from each other. They're not the same. You don't compare those things. I don't think. I think they stand out for their own reasons in their own way.
Yeah. They're both cars, and they both get you from A to B. It's how that happens in between that counts. Well, that counts. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. But I think it's probably unfair to try to draw a comparison between things that provide entirely different skill levels for a start. I could not do either. So I couldn't do either. I'm sure Anjanette would say, well, I can't do what Kiwi's doing. And Kiwi would say the opposite. Well, I'm not that good with AI. I can't do what Anjanette does. And
Yeah,
she-
yeah,
both-
exactly, exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's great. It's good to see it. Do you want the rest of your questions? I've got so many because people are so interested. One that I like is
Yeah.
fighting sexism. How
Oh,
are you
yeah.
fighting sexism? Now, that's a question I would have never thought to ask.
Yeah, that's when I was younger. Yeah,
Ah, right. Okay.
yeah. You can't do that. You're a female. Don't get it in your head you're going to go.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Don't
Yeah,
get it
I'm
in your head that you're going to go out and be a sign writer, because that's just not done by women. You have to go up ladders. You have to go up and cherry pickers. That's not done by females.
Right. Okay. I misunderstood. I thought it was sexism in the art. Sorry.
No,
I
no,
missed the question.
no.
Yeah.
In my own personal world, I was lucky I had my parents who were very supportive on getting past any sexual orientated barrier. As far as I always remember my father saying, if you want to do it, you go for it.
Mhm.
Don't let anybody stop you. If you want to draw, if you want to paint, if you want to be a sign writer, you go and do it. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise, and don't let anybody stop you. So I was lucky I had a father like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, and he came from a very, very strict Catholic background.
Right.
He would have been a priest if he hadn't got married. That's how much of a staunch Catholic he was.
And probably very patriarchal.
Was that?
Was he patriarchal in that men had normally, when someone's like from that background, it's men have a place and women have a place. But for him to support you like that and say, you know, just if you want to do it, you go and do it and don't worry about gender specifics. That's not so much a patriarchal view.
No, he didn't seem to have a patriarchal view at all, even though he was brought up in a strict Catholic home. He had a staunch Irish background in the way of his parents and grandparents and things. But I never heard anything against sexism or anything like that. No. But I was surprised to get such support I got it from both mum and dad, but particularly dad, because I spent a lot of time with my father, who I lost, way too young, which was unfortunate.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
He's been gone well over 20 years, but I still miss him like crazy. But yeah.
It's good that you had that, because that type of support, without it, that could have changed things so much for you.
Oh, I could have had parents that have said, don't be ridiculous.
Absolutely.
You're going to go serve in my very first job when I left school at 15 was working as a window dresser. And I had to paint the tickets that went on them, hand paint them.
Yeah, okay.
And we were called ticket writers.
Right.
But they were huge display windows. They were massive. Yeah. And
wow.
Yeah, that was a fresh out of school job.
Oh, I just had a, what do you call it? A flashback to, again, my husband, we're going a long way, that exact thing, ticket writing. Yes,
Yeah,
because
ticket writing. Yeah.
his apprenticeship, that's what he started doing, literally. Yeah.
Every department store had a ticket writer.
Yeah, and then they advanced to the window sign writing and things like that. Wow.
Yeah, I did the windows as well. Yeah.
Yeah,
the window sign writing. Yeah.
60-year flashback, 50-year flashback. That's incredible.
Yeah.
So vivid. Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah. Long time ago. Damn, a long time ago.
Okay. Okay, I've already asked you because I've been receiving chat questions, so I'm just trying to pick the ones that Kiwi hasn't already covered. Oh, why did you choose the name Kiwi Classic and LOTR logo? That's very
I was looking for something different. I wanted a logo that didn't require changing every 5 minutes. Some people, and I don't recognize them from week to week sometimes because they change their logo quite frequently. And I thought, no, I want a color scheme and a logo that I can just stick with and I'm happy with all the time. I mean, I even have a t-shirt.
Yes, I have. I used to have one right there, but I had to take it down because I'm redoing the whole lot. Yeah. Yeah, my 2 weeks.
But as I say, because at the time, Lord of the Rings was being filmed 20 minutes up the road.
Yes.
Or part of Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Because I live about an hour from a ski field, and you have to go through some backcountry. If you diverted, you go through backcountry, and that's where some of the Lord of the Rings was filmed. It was in an area called Mount Somers, and I also, when I started my X channel, I had just Kiwi Classic, and it was the same in YouTube.
Right.
And it was the same on Instagram, but I got hacked on X.
Okay. Yeah.
So when I went to reestablish my my page, I had to come up with a new name. Right. So I came up with Kiwi Classic LOTR, Lord of the Rings, and that was it. It stuck. So yeah. And also, I've coincidentally I found out that this teal blue color that I use a lot on my t-shirt and logo and stuff is also used with black in New Zealand sports colors.
All right. Okay. Very relevant then.
I was watching the cricketers on TV one night and I thought, oh, they're wearing black and teal.
There you go.
Yeah, or aqua, whatever color you want to call it. Yeah. Mine's a made-up color. Yeah.
Teal.
And then I just wanted to find a logo that was suitable for, that went with the logo.
I love
sometimes it. I use the sword, sometimes I don't.
Yeah, I absolutely love it. It's absolutely perfect. So, Kiwi, what have we got coming up in the following shows? We've
got a long way to go. Yeah. I think next week we'll take a look at some of the basic materials properly again and work out, why this one and what this one does and what that one does, and we'll go over some of the materials list.
That's great.
And and we'll go through. But in the meantime, if people want to start their journey, for sure, grab a piece of paper out of the printer and just draw some circles.
Right.
Even if it's just, I seen them a second ago and now they've vanished again. Those circle makers. Oh, there we go.
Where'd you go?
They're just little plastic.
Oh, I see them. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Just if you've got one of those, just use that. Make different size circles on your paper and just colour them in. Buy a packet of pencils and away you go.
All right. I'm just going to pop your X into the chat down here. And they've already got your channel. So hit that thumbs up for us and hit the subscribe button for next week, because Kiwi's doing this every week, same day, same time, same channel.
Yes, we'll be back next week.
Yeah.
And if you can think of any more questions that you want to ask, by all means.
One more has come through. Do you have anyone that you want to do, but for some you really want to do, but for some reason you haven't done yet, and why?
There's probably a heap of them.
Really?
Yeah, I did Henry Cavill, The Witcher, to start with, and every time I look at his picture, I get annoyed because it was my very first attempt at hyperrealism, and I'm still unhappy with it, and I don't like it, so I'm going to redo Henry.
Right, yeah.
But it's going to be in a whole new light.
I can imagine.
Yes.
Yeah. You're going to be comparing the two, and you're going to be going, no, it's still not good enough.
Well, put it this way, the Henry that I've got is pretty much got no clothes on. I'm going for a fuller look in my drawing rather than a facial. I'm going to include a little bit of nakedness.
A little bit of nakedness. I'm kind of liking that.
I love it. And I don't think I'll keep my eyes off it, and I'll keep drawing. That'll be the hardest part. But anyway, that's further down the track. I've got to get the current one finished and up. And Whitney, I want to see your drawings on X, please. Post them. Get them up there. Get them go into community and go into the artist community, and you can post them up there.
Kiwi, I'm working on one too, she said. I'm not sure what that was she's referring to.
What are you working on?
What are you working on?
What's your
subject.
Your subject. That's the word that escaped me. Yeah. What's your subject? Who are you pasteurizing?
Pasteurizing.
Who are you drawing?
The most perfect human.
Oh,
yes.
You're working on Cavill. Oh, there you go.
It'll be wonderful to see the finished results, the different techniques and styles that come in. It'll be fascinating. Yeah.
Are you doing the half naked one, or are you doing? You're doing it in oils. Oh, okay. You're doing the one with no clothes on.
With no clothes on. Come on, you've got to no clothes on.
There's no clothes from waist up. Yeah.
From the waist up. That'll do.
Yeah.
Forget it. I'm not going any further with that.
Actually, oils. I used to work a lot in oils and acrylics when in the signwriting business. I remember doing a huge Elvis Presley. It was massive. It was 8 foot tall.
Wow.
Yeah, and I painted it for a big rock and roll festival.
Did you ever keep any? Did you ever take photos of? Were you able to take photos, or was there a?
Yes, but my ex has the book.
Oh right, okay.
I should have actually taken it from him when I was there and borrowed it.
Yeah, exactly.
I said to him when we were dividing up who got what sort of thing, we're still friends and we still talk to each other. It wasn't a bit of separation. It was very amicable. And when we were dividing things, he said, "Do you want the photograph album of from the sign company?" Or he said, "Shall I have it?" I said, "Oh, you can have it. I don't need it." Big mistake.
Yeah.
So I'll get it back off him. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that was the last question that I had. Was one that is there one that you haven't done yet? I mean, I know you did Henry, and you're not happy, but is there one you haven't done yet that you'd really like to do, but you kind of look at it and go, for some reason you're not doing it.
There's more people from Game of Thrones that I'd like to do, and there's also people from Lord of the Rings.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'd like to do pretty much all of them. Pretty much all the main cast members from Lord of the Rings I'd like to do.
So you've got a vast library of the ones you want to do, but
Yeah, I have.
time
Yeah.
because it's such a time-consuming
Yeah.
artist. Yeah.
And it's just picking the right one to do at the right time. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm going to shut up now. That's all the questions I
Yeah,
have
I
received.
think we're pretty much can wrap it up. We've gone past the hour that we were going to do.
Yeah.
We've gone for an hour and 20 nearly. But
Definitely looking forward to week 2 because I want to explore with you you're not exploring, how things you've kind of you've kind of tempted me a bit here, but yeah, I'm interested in seeing how things are done. So yeah, looking forward to it. Looking forward to being in the associate chair for one. It's been really great. I've loved it. It's been awesome.
Oh, it's been good having you.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, Cheryl. Thank you very much. I hope you learned something. Are you an artist, Cheryl? Do you dabble in the art world at all, or are you wholly and solely a looker, a shopper?
Like me. Fascinated. No talent whatsoever.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's hard to know sometimes with people. I don't know.
She's a paper artist. What does that mean?
Oh, cool.
What's a paper artist? Pardon my ignorance.
I'm assuming it's drawing on paper.
Just
I don't
drawing.
know.
Okay.
Paper artist.
Paper artist. I have no idea what that actually means.
What do you mean, Cheryl?
I'm sure I'm being totally ignorant here. Portraits layering paper.
Oh, yes, I have seen those.
Wow.
Yes. She gets different paper and cuts it out to various shapes and then layers them onto paper, to form a portrait. Yeah.
Oh, I'd love to see that.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've seen them before. They're amazing.
Oh, you're going to have to showcase them, Cheryl. And Whitney. Yeah.
Definitely Whitney too. Yeah, absolutely.
That's so good.
I think Anjanette's gone to bed.
Yeah, poor love. Well, it's probably 2:30 a.m. over there. But pop on to Anjanette, her X and her YouTube. I will pop all of these in the comment section for you. And of course, Kiwis. I'll put them down there. I'll also pop in for the Demi Storm Network, which is mine and Kiwis. We run that together. We've got Tasman Sport Talk coming up in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Is it? We're promoting that.
Yeah.
I'm doing next week. I'm starting my Unmasked Mind, which is on autism, ADHD, and all that sort of stuff. So mine will be up next week. I'm doing a 10-week program session on that, covering that. So I'll pop all that information in the comments for you, or in the notes section of here. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'll pop all those in. Fantastic.
Wonderful. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you for coming in and watching and listening and listening to me waffle.
Very interesting.
Oh, well, that's good. I'm pleased people are interested in it. I mean, I get carried away with talking about it because it interests me. It's like anybody that has an interest in a certain subject. Once they get started, it's hard to shut them up.
People that are watching have that interest as well. So that's why they're here.
Yeah.
They're learning something they want to learn, and find out more about. So it's great. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you can spread the word and share the stream, and that would be really good. And we'll see everyone next week.
Bye, Cheryl.
Thanks, Cheryl. We'll see you next week as well. Thank you very much. All right. Thank you, everyone.
Bye.
The call of the white wolf is loudest at the dawn. The call of a strong heart